Hey guys, it's your Caitlin, and let me move all this stuff. And today is a story time, but before we get into that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and comment down below if you ever have one of those best friends till the end. And yeah, so, let's get started. If I haven't said before, I'm going to end this. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I am having a mental breakdown. So, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and become a member of the Savage fam. So let's get on to this video. So, in 4th grade, which is a couple years back, I had a best friend named S. And, there was this guy named H. That's just their first initials in the name. A girl named G, a girl named B, and a girl named M. So, one day in 4th grade, the teacher walked out of the class, came back in with the girl named S. There was these lockers lined up against the wall. There was a top and a bottom. They're just like that big. So, she walks across those, opens up hers, and it's just one of those ones, and she's just like that. So she opened it up. Lucky enough, it was right next to mine, and it was also right next to G's. So S comes sit by next to me, and I'm best friends with H, which was the hottest guy in 4th grade, but I didn't like him like that. He was a friend that I had since preschool maybe, and he was like, we were a trio. It was H and K, so that's what we were. So sorry. And so she came to sit next to me. She was like, hi, my name is S, and I was like, my name's K, and he was like, my name's H. She was like, ooh, whispers to me. She was like, he's actually pretty cute, and I was like, yeah, that's what everyone says. So this girl named G, she comes over, she was like, hey, can I talk to you for a second? She pulls S to the side. She goes, hey, that girl's bad news. You don't want to sit around her. She has drama everywhere. And she was like, she's a brat, she's snotty, oh my god, she's just the worst person ever. She was technically describing herself and me. So she was like, yeah, so just stay away from her. S looks over at me, and not even being here for less than a minute, believes G, and was like, turns to G, goes, yeah, sure, I'll sit next to you. She was like, good. This is my friend B, and this is my friend M. So she was like, it's kind of bad having 4 people, so, because I can't really be in the frat anymore, so it'll just be you and me, and G, and M, and H, and I just cut that wash rag, and she was like, oh, and we'll just call this girl T. So she was like, oh, T, get over here now. You're a part of the posse. That's what you are. She didn't say posse, but she was like, you're a part of the squad. Let's go. So she was like, oh, okay. So she goes over there. We're in 4th grade. And so it was like the beginning of the day where everyone can mingle and be friends with everybody. And I'm sorry that I'm doing this. I'm just, oh. And so, yeah. So we were all talking. H was like, wow, G really got her tied in. And I was like, yeah, she was supposed to be she was becoming one of my friends. I can't believe G would do that. And I was the aggressive girl that would punch somebody because they made fun of the ground that I loved. Like, someone comes over here, that dirt looks disgusting. Why are you standing in it? I will legit punch you in the face right then and there. That's who I was. So I was like, ooh, and H was just like, calm down, it's okay, it's just a girl. And I was like, yeah, a girl that was gonna be my friend. Like, I could already tell we were gonna be best friends. Oh my god, I can't believe she would do this. I'm so mad. So I go over to G, I was like, I can't believe you do that. She was like, I can do whatever I want. This is 4th grade. You're not the queen. I am. And I was like, okay. Rewind just a second. Did you say you were the queen? Because last time I checked, I had to do this last week. You're not the queen. This is 4th grade. You can settle down and just, like, calm down. It's okay. So she was like, oh my god, calm down. It's not that big a deal. And I was like, oh my god. So I ended up punching in the face. Got suspended for, like, 2 days. But who cares? It's just 4th grade. Like, you're not going to miss anything. So when I got back, S came up to me. She was like, that was wicked. What you did, that was so cool. Oh my god, I can't believe you'd punch her over this nice little thing. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I do around here. I'm the backbone. They're the ribs. And she was like, I could tell you the backbone. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of what I am. She was like, hey, you want to be my best friend? And I was like, yeah, sure. So, then, one day at recess, me and S were just, like, walking around. There was a platform, and there was this black bearing run with wood chips. There was a play set, some swings. So me and her were just walking around that. And then there's this huge, just, like, concrete sidewalk, grass around it. So we were walking up and down the sidewalk. And then G and her posse come up, and they start cheering. She was like, listen to this cheer I just made. It's really cool. She was like, I can't remember what the cheer was, but it was something really stupid and dumb, and I hated it. And it was like an insult to us. Oh yeah, she was like, okay, something, and that just means I'm better than you, and something like that. So it kind of made me really mad. So I was just like, no. Me and S went over the side. She was like, what you doing? And I was like, I'm gonna embarrass some bitches. So, I go over there with her, and I was like, we gotta cheer her on. She was like, we do? And I was like, yeah. And, so it was dance moves like this. It was like, that's okay, it just means you're really gay. That's what it was. So, and since I was a cheerleader since I was 5, it was really insulting to me that she would, like, be, I'm better than you in cheer, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, no, you're not. So I decided to be better than her, and I called her gay, and her posse gay, and all like that. So I ended up getting in trouble, and since S was the new girl, she didn't get in trouble. So I took the blame, like always, and I got in trouble with not only the school, but with my mom, because G, believe it or not, was my cousin. And so, yeah. So when I got back, she was like, I can't believe you called me gay, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, shut it. No one wants to hear your little perky-ass voice. So she was like, you can't say that to me. I was like, I just did. And long story short, I got in trouble with the bitch. I punched her in the face a couple times. Me and S are still friends.